target Russell Wilson early in the season in that league.
The scene a
And,
few
but
moments ago,
his
here
salary
it is.
cap
It's
was like,
unlike
he
any
was
other
broke
in
for real, so
sport
he
as
couldn't even
both
take the
teams
players
made
I
their
was
way
trying to
out of the
trade. So I
tunnel.
said, just trade him
These
at the end of the
folks are
season. He
fired
said, all
up
right.
as their guys are
So I was
ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone.
So once I get Russell Wilson at the end of this season, then I'll be good. I wasn't really too worried about that game anyway.
Alright, nigga, I'll be back. I'm about to go get Dopey real quick.
Alright. Stay tuned.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll have a first down
really
past the
already.
40. And finally taken down at the
You
35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Good job, D.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Stafford on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down at Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 25, check 25, check 25.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds his man Johnson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback. That's going to be when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural.
Joey keep doing it, yo! Why not let me touch the pick? I'm fucking standing right there.
Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
God damn, yo, I'm standing right there.
By Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hate this freaking game, yo. He just keep doing it. I can never catch a pick. Game is dumb.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Third down. Here's Haskins. Buying time, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Trey Flowers, he's the culprit, and that is now his third.
Yo, I know this nigga don't expect me to play by the rules. Oh, he's a bitch-made ass nigga. Yo, really want to play by the rules? Okay. Niggas really bitch-made. Okay. See why they call him triple gay.
13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Now, when you put a little Matt was blockable, but it's cool.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On the ground, it's Eckler. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Eckler, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and a quick throw here, that's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Stafford now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
No. Cover one. Cover one. Yeah, what about it?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Yeah, 2-2-5.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From midfield now, Haskins sliding out of the pocket. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. T.J. Logan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point safely through, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Come on, D. He's checking. Crash. Under 10.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They run again with Logan. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Rush in, rush in.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Flush to his right. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They try again with Cohen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Here's Haskins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Haskins steps away, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Haywood. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Undercut.
From the gun, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and inches. Haskins. Open man is Trey Burton. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you can.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on bases.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. As his guys are in for 6. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
He's across midfield for the 49-yard line. A 5-yard.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. This is Logan. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. First down, a run with Cohen. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the I. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Haskins. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Run that shit. Don't pass it. Run it.
A 5-yard touchdown as his guys have taken
never mind. Don't listen to me.
in the final 2 minutes.
Don't listen to
They
me.
get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Should be hurt over there, boy.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Need that. Need that.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. Then goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Got nobody. Ooh. That nigga is deep.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's
Keep on blaming
intercepted.
on this connection and
He's
shit.
picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready, ready. Yeah, Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Get in the weight room.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach.
You heard me play a blouses.
They're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
You find out he can't stop the iPhone scheme.
They will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.
He can't, because I switched it up. I ran a dive, then I ran a stretch, then I went back to the dive, then I kept going back to the stretch. So you can't even complain.
Of that you can be sure. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Take a look at these stats real quick. Streak dots. I think 10 for 14. Streak dots. 254. Yup. I was toting that rock. Receiving. Yup. Streak dots.
Triple B's about to go MIA.
He be alright.
Believe that. He about to say he don't fuck with Madden no more. He got another hobby.
Anybody ramble that nigga.
And what's that supposed to be? I hear that shit. I used to go to like all the homecomings, whatever college I could go to, I'd go to. I went to Morgan homecoming, fucking Howard homecoming. Say that again. Man, what you talking about, man? Ain't no standing around and talk, man. That shit was a motherfucking party, nigga. Motherfucking band be outside playing and shit. Females be outside dancing and shit. Then y'all go up, you know, later at night, y'all meet at a club and shit. Cause I remember one of the homecomings. It was a matter of fact, it was Morgan homecoming, Delaware State. Basically they came down and shit, and all that girls was here and shit. And hell yeah, I was freaking up on them bitches up in the club and shit. After that, down there trilogies and shit. I was freaking up on them bitches in the club, nigga. Nah, I wasn't fucking them in the club, nigga. I was dancing with them, you know what I'm saying? Basically, damn near having sex with them up in the club, shit. Nigga. I'm talking about X-rated dancing, nigga. I'm talking about girls pulling up their skirt and all that shit, nigga. For real. I remember one time I was dancing with this girl. And, you know, she was bent over and shit, right? And she was like, you know, throwing it back and shit. And another girl, she came and jumped on top of her back. So I was freaking both of them at the same time and shit. After that. So yeah. And the thing was, during that time, I couldn't get nobody to go to the club with me. I was going by myself and shit. But I always saw somebody that I knew and shit. I always saw somebody that I knew at the club and shit. I remember one club, niggas got into with the bouncers and shit. But yeah, man, that motherfuckers, they threw us out the club and shit because the club was a small club and the line was like probably like 2 blocks long, no bullshit. And they was trying to make as much money as they could last night, so they was just throwing niggas out. So, you know, niggas was about to fight the bouncers and shit. Then all of a sudden, yo, 2 bouncers, because it was me and my boy Eric and shit. 2 bouncers turned into motherfucking 6 bouncers, then turned into motherfucking like 10 bouncers, nigga. I said, fuck that shit, yo. I said, yo, ain't no fucking way we gonna win this shit, yo. So I said, yo, you gotta know when to walk away from shit. Cause my boy Eric, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of mouth and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he you know what I'm saying? He don't take no shit. And I was like trying to tell him like, yo, there's no way we gonna win this, yo. It's motherfucking 10 motherfucking bouncers, nigga. Cause they just, the louder niggas got, the more they came and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause the bouncer, he ain't want to fight. Cause nigga, we was trying to fight from the start and shit. Like right when as soon as we got outside and shit. When it was 2-on-2, we was like, man, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, they didn't want to fight, right? So my boy Eric calling them bitches and all that shit. Next thing you know, more came and shit. Then more came after that. I was like, oh shit. I said, yo, fuck that shit, yo. We ain't gonna win that shit right here. So Eric didn't want to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So he still want to fight this one bouncer and shit. He's like, man, fuck it, 1-on-1. We could fight. As soon as Eric was about to swing, this nigga plowed some fucking mace and you know what I'm saying, bitch ass nigga and shit. Yeah.